What's up guys, my name's Jacob and today I'll be teaching you how to play Holy Priest in Arena in under 10 minutes. We're going to talk about rotation, build, comps, racial, CC setup, damage, utility, positioning, outplay, min-maxing, and there's going to be macros in the description after the video as well. So first thing I'm going to start off with right here is the build. So basically, if you really want to, you could just keep these covenant choices right here throughout all of your arenas, the same with your talent. You don't even have to switch it one time if you don't want to. I didn't have to do it at all from all the way from 0 to 2700 in threes this season. This is my first season playing Holy Priest, and then also to 2400 in twos. You can play the same talents and the same covenants. So just gonna end that right there. Don't talk about builds anymore. It's over with. All right, so next thing we're gonna get into is the racials. All right, so I am an undead. Gives you the free will of the Forsaken to get out of fears. Just an extra trinket for fear, charm, and sleep effects. It doesn't really matter too much what race you choose as a priest, I don't think. I think you play Tauren, you can play Goblin, you can play Undead, you can play whatever you want. I don't think that this will affect your play all that much. I just happen to go Undead because I think it looks cool is the biggest reason. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the racial and the build so far. But moving on to comps that you can play. In 2v2 arena, you can play Holy Priest with almost any DPS. You can play with a Feral Druid, a Warrior. You could play double Priest with a Shadow Priest. You could play with a Destro Lock. You could play with a Mage. You could play with pretty much anything in twos if you want to. It's a very good twos class. I use it to carry stream all the time. You have plenty of damage of your own. You have Mind Games. You have Holy Fire, Smite. You have Shadow Word Pain to keep up on people. You can even Power Word Infusion yourself to make your cast go super fast, do a lot of damage. You have a stun. You can set up CC with Fear and Stun and your Door of Shadows onto them for the Disorient. You have Mind Control. Plenty of outplay abilities on the Holy Priest to allow you to play with a very large variety of comps. In threes, it's the same thing. You can play double melee teams such as Turbo. You could probably even play Windwalker DK or TSG. You could play double caster teams. You could play Mage Lock. You could play God comp with it, Shadow Priest, Mage, Holy Priest. You could play tons of comps with Holy Priest, just all over the place. It's a very good and versatile spec to play in twos and threes. Extremely strong, very meta right now. Okay, so as far as your healing rotation goes, we're going to keep it simple. You want Renew Up on yourself or your teammate, whoever is missing some health, at as much uptime as you can. One of your talents actually makes it to where your Prayer of Mending sometimes automatically puts the Renew on your teammate. So sometimes you don't even have to apply it. So Renew is good to just keep up all the time, assuming the person's missing some health. You want to Prayer of Mending with the PvP talent. That gives you the percentage of health increase that I showed you before in the talents. One of those PvP talents makes it to where your Prayer of Mending heals for a certain percentage of your teammate's health. So your Prayer of Mending will do a lot of healing and have the chance to apply that Renew. So you want to make sure you're Prayer of Mending very often. It's a very good spell. And then your most efficient heal is quite literally called Heal. It's a long cast that you will try to get off as much as you can because it is your most efficient heal. And with Resonant Words, it also is increased after you use a Power Word spell. So because of this, your heal will be boosted. Your flash heal could also be boosted by this. So if you're just standing there pressing heal for max range over and over again, if you're able to find windows where you're not going to get locked out or CC'd and you can just sit there and cast heal over and over again on your teammate, it is the most efficient way to heal. So you will want to be using your regular heal ability whenever you can. If you're trying to flash heal, then that might run you It's not as efficient for healing. But it does bring back your Holy Word Serenity quicker, because Holy Word Serenity is your biggest one-tap, big one-shot heal. So you can use that whenever you're in a pinch. It's a very big instant cast heal, and the more heals that you cast and more flash heals that you cast, the faster that Serenity comes back. So with that being said, the legendary that I like to use is called Apparatus. So you're going to be wanting to play Apparatus. I've played it every single game from 0 to 2700 in 3s, 0 to 2400 in 2s. There you could also play Safuz, but I really like Harmonious Apparatus. What Harmonious Apparatus does is Circle of Healing now reduces the cooldown of your Holy Word Sanctify. So that means that your small AoE heal, Circle of Healing, that you don't really use it too much because it's not very mana efficient and it's not a big heal. But if your whole team does happen to be missing some HP, you can use it and it'll do a little bit of healing as well as bring back your Holy Word Sanctify, which is a good instant cast AoE heal, which you will be using pretty often off cooldown. But don't try spamming Circle of Healing too much. It's really not that efficient unless you're like in 3s maybe and all 3 of your teammates are missing some HP, or you want to get a clutch Holy Word Sanctify back because the legendary brings that cooldown back. But the real good thing that this legendary does is brings back your Holy Word Serenity. As it says, Prayer of Mending reduces the cooldown of Holy Word Serenity. So now your Prayer of Mending that you're pressing off cooldown brings back your Holy Word Serenity, which is your biggest instant cast heal. It is a massive instant cast heal. And you have 2 of them, so like 2 charges of them with the PvP talent, Miracle Worker. And now it is coming back quicker. Each stack of it comes back quicker with every Prayer of Mending that you press. So you have that big instant cast heal back way quicker because of the Prayer of Mendings that you're pushing out. And then Holy Fire now reduces the cooldown of Chastise by 4 seconds as well. So before only Smite would bring back your Chastise quicker, but now your Holy Fire, which is your biggest damage ability outside of Mind Games, that you want to be using off cooldown, this will now bring back your Chastise even quicker as well. So with that being said, Apparatus is the way to go. Okay, so now I'm going to talk you through this game that I was playing in the background a second ago, just to go through CC, setup, damage, utility, and positioning. Here, my hunter, this is just a hunter I found in LFG that I decided to help get some rating. He's going to Sun Trap the healer, and then I'm immediately going to be looking to chain my fear off. I use my Will of the Forsaken to get out of his fear, then I fear him, he uses his Will of the Forsaken, and basically you want to try to fear off of your teammates' crowd control, or you could fear to set up their crowd control. If you fear first, then you can let them get their CC off of it. Any globals that you have extra, so notice how he has Shadow Word Pain, I'm Holy Firing him. Every global that you have that's extra to be able to do damage or to purge your enemies should be taken to do that, because every time you Holy Fire or Smite, you get Chastise back, and Chastise is extremely strong, and you're pushing out more damage, which is also just helpful because it makes it harder for the other team. Notice how I Chastise the priest here. I wanted my hunter to Freezing Trap off of it, but unfortunately I don't think he noticed it, so he didn't Freezing Trap, but then he half stuns the healer himself and gets the Freezing Trap anyway. I get CC'd here. The first thing I'm going to be looking to do out of the CC is to maybe top myself off and fear them and turn around the pressure. I stun the rogue while the priest is in crowd control. The rogue is forced to trinket and duel me so that my hunter can't see him. So at this point in the game, I'm just mind controlling him, trying to mess with him until my hunter can see him. I Holy Fire, Smite, every extra global. Notice Shadow Word Pain is up. I do have Shadow Word Death that I can use too now that he's low. I used it on him, and we procced the Guardian that the priest had on the rogue. So you want to always be trying to get out as much pressure as you can with your Chastise. Notice how I stun the healer here. I wanted my hunter to trap off of it, but again, LFG hunter, we're not in voice. He doesn't do it, but hopefully he does it very soon. Just going to be trying to fake his kicks. I'm casting Smite on him. Mind Games is coming out. He uses his Cloak of Shadows there, so I'm not going to actually use the Mind Games. But whenever we get the CC on the healer, the first thing that I want to do is top my teammate, and then as soon as I can go offensive, Mind Games the rogue, Door of Shadows onto the priest to disorient him for a second, then fear him off, start doing damage on the rogue again, Holy Fire, Shadow Word Death him, casting Smites. I have Chastise available. I want to stun something here, but the rogue just goes down. So that is how you want to use your CC and your damage. versus other things. You will want to use your Purge ability to be able to take enemy buffs off. You want to use your Purge to get their good abilities and their buffs away from them, such as Combust on a Fire Mage. You can purge that off. You can purge Dark Soul off of a Warlock. You can purge a Holy Ward off of a Priest. You can purge all kinds of things that help out the other team. So, with that being said, this is how you want to play. You want to be getting out as much crowd control and damage as possible and farming your Chastises back when you can with Smite and Holy Fire, which in turn also do good damage. Okay, boys, one of the most important things about healing is definitely your positioning. Right now, we're getting our CC set up on the Warrior, and he Trinket reflected my Mind Games. That's fine. We got his Trinket. I'm going to be fearing the healer off of the trap. But the thing to notice, I'm instantly doing damage on him. This Warrior's running towards me. I'm going to have to kite him. So I use my Feather on myself. I run away. I'm using this pillar to my advantage. So if a lot of you are struggling with Warrior teams, you should definitely try using the pillar to run around it. Maybe you can get him off of you. Here, I tried to fade the Hodge, which is something to take note of. You can use your Greater Fade to avoid crowd control all the time. If a Priest is running at you for Fear, or a Paladin's running at you for Hodge, or a Warrior might fear you too or something, you can press Fade and try to immune their CC. So here, their Warrior's just sitting on me. I'm trying to get away from him. I'm using Feathers. I stunned him to get some distance, get some damage on him, and again, back to the pillar, running in circles around it with my Feather, not letting him get to me. Their Paladin gets a Hodge on me, and we trap him. But yeah, he just doesn't want to stay on me because I'm using this pillar, and I'm just going to run in circles around it from him. So yeah, you want to be max range doing damage when you can, and if they're trying to hit you, a melee or something, then you want to be running around the pillar. If a caster is trying to cast on you, and they want to polymorph you, they want to fear you, they want to CC you, and then kill your teammate, you also want to be using the pillar. As any healer, the pillar is your best friend. You want to be using the pillar so much, okay, boys? So definitely be never out just in the open for no reason. Your positioning is the biggest thing to be paying attention to while you are doing arenas as a healer. Okay, guys, thank you for watching. I tried keeping this in under 10 minutes as best as I could, so there isn't a whole lot of extra information, but if you do want to know more, then please come to my Twitch stream. The link will be in the description below. Please check out my other YouTube videos. I have good commentaries for Holy Priest. If you go to my channel, go through the videos. And definitely come say hi in my stream. Ask any questions that you want there. Definitely just come hang out. And I'll catch you guys later. I hope you're having a good day or night wherever you are in the world. I hope this short little Holy Priest guide helped you. I tried to make it to where you don't have to think about so much, so you can keep your talents exactly the same. You can keep your Covenant choices exactly the same, your conduits, and not have to change them ever for a single arena, for 2s or for 3s. And all you have to worry about is your gameplay, and you can focus on that and get up to at least 2,700 in 3s or 2,400 in 2s as long as your gameplay is good. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Take it easy and peace.